Is complying with information security all you need to avoid violating personal data protection? Actually, personal data protection should be controlled throughout your overall operations. When evaluating any product, service, or process, you need to ensure that personal data protection is taken into account at all times. When you collect, process, or use other people's personal data, you must comply with relevant regulations, otherwise it will violate the law, affect the company's image, and possibly result in high fines. This video will help you understand the importance of personal data protection and how to properly manage the personal data you handle. Do you know what data is categorized as personal data? Personal data means any information that can directly or indirectly identify a data subject and can be divided into general personal data and special personal data. General personal data refers to name, phone number, email address, and similar data. Some are easy to overlook. For instance, if a registration serial number of a product can relate to a data subject and their purchase record or habits of use and such, then the serial number is also considered as personal data. In addition, special personal data is more sensitive and needs specific protection. Improper collection, processing, and use of special personal data may cause social unrest and irreparable harm to the data subject, such as if it reveals someone's criminal record or disease. In addition, GDPR regulates more special categories of personal data, including political opinions, religious beliefs, trade union membership, and others. Revealing this type of personal data may expose the data subject to discrimination or unfair treatment, so please be alert to it. To safeguard personal data, your first step is to understand the life cycle of personal data in order to ensure each process is legitimate and secure. Starting from collection, you first need to confirm that the personal data collection has a legal basis, and then let the data subject know the purpose and use of the collection. For example, a notification is given on a member registration website to let users know the collection of personal data is for member management. After the consent of the data subject is obtained, the personal data can be legitimately collected, processed, and used. However, please note that if you want to use the personal data beyond its original purpose, such as for advertising and marketing that was not the specific purpose stated in the original notification, the data subjects must be notified again and provide their consent before you can use the data. Personal data that is already processed should be stored or archived with security measures, and more importantly, it should be deleted and destroyed when the specific purpose no longer exists. Everyone is responsible for managing the personal data you process. By following these 4 steps, you can manage personal data files effectively and avoid violations or personal data breaches. Step 1. Understand the laws and regulations. Knowing the laws related to your business and the company's personal data regulations can help you confirm the legitimacy of personal data collection, processing, and use. Step 2. Inventory personal data. Before managing personal data, you first need to know where the data is. Through a personal data inventory, you can find out what personal data files are involved in the business scope and where they are stored. Step 3. Set up control measures. Develop control measures based on the file type and importance of personal data, such as the data de-identification, file cabinet locking, system authority control, file password settings, and others. Step 4. Implement a management system. Make sure the corresponding management mechanism is implemented and checked regularly, such as for system authority inventory and regular data deletion. Incidents of personal data theft, unauthorized disclosure, alteration, or other infringements that affect the rights and interests of the data subject are all considered personal data breaches. Common personal data leakage risks include 1. Sending personal data files to communication software or external personal mailboxes. 2. Accessing personal data in violation of the scope of authority. And 3. Outsourcing personal data without appropriate control measures. You must consider all possible risks during the life cycle of personal data to ensure it is securely controlled from collection to destruction. When a personal data breach occurs, please notify the manager of the incident unit and the personal data protection team so that the company can proceed with the proper response procedure and assist the unit in the investigation, handling, and review of the incident. Please follow the Personal Data Incident Response Management Procedure for detailed handling process, personal data incident level, and notification records to be documented. The above are the main points of personal data protection. Do you still remember the first step for managing personal data files? That's right, you must understand the laws and regulations first. So let's do it right after the e-learning session. Please read the Delta Group Personal Data Protection Management Policy and Privacy Policy on the Delta website. If you have any questions or complaints about privacy, please respond through the following channels or contact the Personal Data Protection team.